The year was 1966. America was locked in the horsepower wars. Ford had its thunderous 427 FE. Chrysler unleashed the mighty 426 Hemi. But Chevrolet? They weren't backing down. In the shadows of Detroit, a new monster was born, a 427 cubic inch V8 that would dominate drag strips, circle tracks, and even the 24 hours of Le Mans. This wasn't just an engine. It was Chevrolet's weapon in the battle for performance supremacy. This is the untold story of the Chevy 427. To understand the 427, we need to rewind. Chevy's first big blocks, the 348 and 409, set the stage in the late 50s and early 60s. Strong, but limited. Engineers knew they needed something bigger, sharper, and more efficient. The answer was the Mark IV big block, launched in 1965 as a 396. Modern, compact, with radical porcupine heads that canted the valves for better breathing. But in racing, 396 cubes weren't enough. NASCAR's rules allowed 427. If Chevy wanted to win, they needed every inch. By 1966, the 427 was born. The 427 wasn't one engine, it was a whole family. L36, 390 horsepower, hydraulic cam, mild manners, built for Corvettes and full-size Chevys, a highway bruiser, L72, 425 horsepower, solid lifters, 11-to-1 compression, Holleycarb, forged guts. Chevy's answer to Ford's side oiler and Chrysler's Hemi. L88, officially rated at 430 horsepower, but everyone knew it was 550 plus. Race gas only, no warranty. Chevy warned buyers not to order it, but for those who dared, it was the king of the mountain. ZL1, the holy grail. All aluminum, developed for Can-Am racing, dropped into a handful of Camaros. It weighed less than a small block and made nearly 600 horsepower. Today, it's one of the rarest engines Chevy ever built. Each variant had a role, from boulevard cruiser to full-blown race weapon. On NASCAR's ovals, displacement was everything. Ford's 427 dominated. Chrysler's Hemi crushed rivals. Chevy had the 427, but politics got in the way. GM's corporate ban on racing meant no official support, so privateers took over. Smokey Yunick, Junior Johnson, backyard mechanics pushing the 427 to the edge. Meanwhile, on the streets, the Corvette Stingray and 427 Chevelle SS terrified rivals. 0 to 60 in just over 5 seconds. Unheard of in the 60s. The 427 wasn't just competitive, it was elite. If NASCAR was a battlefield, drag racing was total war. The 427 became the backbone of Chevy's factory drag machines. Through the COPO program, Central Office Production Order, dealers like Don Yenko and Fred Gibb slipped racing engines into streetcars. Copo Camaros with L72s stormed an HRA superstock. ZL1 Camaros rolled off the line running 11-second quarter miles. Factory stock. The 427 wasn't just racing, it was winning. The 427's reach went global. At Le Mans, Ford's GT40 carried the 427 FE, but Corvettes armed with L88s showed up too. Privateer teams pushing endurance cars powered by short-burst monsters. In Can-Am, the aluminum ZL1 became the beating heart of McLaren's dominance. Modified beyond recognition, yes, but the DNA was pure Chevrolet. The 427 was no longer just American muscle. It was world-class. But legends burn bright and fade fast. By 1970, the 427 gave way to the 454. Bigger cubes, more torque, but not the same razor-sharp edge. Then came emissions, insurance crackdowns, and the oil crisis. By the mid-70s, the big block era was over. The 427 was gone. Yet its legend never died. The 427th powered the rarest Corvettes, the fastest Camaros, the wildest Chevelle. It gave Chevrolet credibility on drag strips and road courses across the world. Decades later, Chevy revived it, as crate engines and even the 2013 Corvette 427 convertible. More than 50 years on, the name still commands respect. The Chevrolet 427 wasn't just an engine, it was a statement, a warning shot in the horsepower wars. It lived fast, it died young, and it left a legacy written in smoke, rubber, and victory lanes. So tell me, was the 427 the greatest muscle car engine ever built? Or did the Hemi still wear the crown? Let us know in the comments, as we are covering the entire lineup of Chevy's most legendary engines. So tell me, what should we cover next? And if you love stories like this, give this video a big thumbs up and hit subscribe.